Okay, so welcome back. So now I'm going to show you the third part of the molecular puzzle. So we'll be assembling different types of lipids. So you want to get these yellow pieces right here. So first we're going to assemble the glycerol molecule. So you get this top piece, attach it like that, and you have a piece like this. However, it's not balanced because as you can see there's little holes and pegs sticking out. So you want to get your oxygens and your hydrogens, okay, and attach it to the places. Could you zoom in right here? And this is a glycerol molecule right here, okay? That is step 47, and you want to sketch this in your journal. If you move on to number 49, we have these pieces, these long pieces right here. This is what we call a saturated fat. So again, this isn't balanced, so you want to add an oxygen piece and a hydrogen piece on here. So this piece right here, this is an unsaturated fat. Okay. This piece right here would be a saturated fat. Now the difference between unsaturated fats and saturated fats, well, one thing is this one is straight because the carbons here, carbon, 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 this carbon chain, there is no double bond between any of the carbons. Okay. There's a double bond between this carbon and the oxygen, but again, we're talking about just carbon between carbons. So for saturated fat, carbons have no double bonds between each other. For the unsaturated fat, if you see right here, there's a double bond between this carbon and this carbon. So unsaturated fat, there is at least one double bond between the carbons. You could also see that the unsaturated fatty tails, they are bent at an angle like this, while the saturated fats are straight. In real life, saturated fat is usually solid during room temperature. So things like lard, animal fat, that's usually solid at room temperature. Those are saturated fats. Examples of unsaturated fats are things like vegetable oils, like canola oil, corn oil. That stuff is liquid at room temperature. Okay, so we're going to be assembling a triglyceride, and we assemble a triglyceride by using a dehydration synthesis process. Okay, so in order to attach this to this, we would have to take off an oxygen, a hydrogen, and a hydrogen here, and attach it like that. Okay, but there's two more spaces right here. In a triglyceride, tri means 3, so that means we're going to have 3 fatty acid tails. So this figure right here, this is a triglyceride that has saturated fat. So this is a saturated fat triglyceride. Okay. If we make one with unsaturated fats, then it's going to look like this. So if you compare both of them, unsaturated fats, they're going to be, this triglyceride that has unsaturated fat is going to be bent at an angle like this, while this one right here, the saturated triglyceride, is not going to have any bent angles. And you want to sketch both of these in your lab journals. Okay. All right. Thank you.